is quite surprising to me.
But what
What do you mean take my lingo very seriously?
I mean, I'll go for the best. If someone doesn't want you to be friends with that boyfriend, I mean, why not just, if you truly value friendship, just stay away from the
She
guy.
has said several things about, oh, that coward, that person that you cannot call your friend out, you're a coward.
Is this the that you wanted to fight with her?
I told them no. I know me, I know it's hard money. I would
Drama not too much like this. Okay, so my loves, let's start from the Aces versus the Streeze. So, Ebuka asked the other one of the Streeze what exactly is going on with the vibes they have with the Aces, and he was like that from the onset, from the day one, he couldn't get that vibe from SOOJ, that SOOJ is acting weird. Sometimes he would just come to him to heal him, just give him this weird feeling. And this came after they played a clip about the Streeze discussing the Aces. So if you ask me, let me talking about SOOJ. SOOJ has this over comportment in the house. If you really watch the show, like he doesn't talk to everybody and he makes it so direct. Like if he wants to come for something, he just asks you that kind of thing. So I really understand the Streeze coming from that aspect, but Ebuka was trying to know if it is the Nelly thing in the picture, because imagine where you're not really cool with this person the first time, and then Mayor FROSH has interest in Nelly, and then again seeing SOOJ in the whole cycle was like, okay, is this what I'm going to see for a guy that doesn't really give space to talk and stuff like that? So he kind of reserved him more. I know that he likes Nelly during that period, but then the thing will also increase because two of them are now looking at one girl. Do you understand? Then Nelly, on the other hand, I was like, why would you be saying that he went for the next option because you weren't available? Girl, you're not the only fine girl in the house. I think she would have not used that word or sentence. It was not really necessary. Do you understand? You're not the finest there. Just because he had an attention to you doesn't mean that, oh, you need to use those kind of sentences to describe the whole situation. No. So he went back, and at the end of the day, according to Mayor FROSH, she was like, they are still in talking terms. They do really talk, but they were not really close anymore because of the SOOJ thing, so that it won't look as if it was better. But then I was like, okay, since the Nelly thing, do you think it will also affect what people will perceive about it? He was like, they don't really talk in the first place, so how would it feel like it's because of Nelly? So assuming it was that he was into Nelly, and then the whole thing, they were really talking, and the whole thing of Nelly happened, hey, it will be understandable. So, but looking at what he said in the final statement, according to when he asked, okay, so how is it with you and SOOJ now? You guys good? He was like, yeah, when they see the grid, but they're not really talking like, do you get? He's really good with Toffa, but SOOJ is their problem. Like they're not really close with SOOJ, so they make it cordial. Like when they see the grid, they pass being boys. Do you understand? Or guys. So that's what I see in the whole situation. Okay, so let's quickly dive into Onyeka versus Victoria and KASSIA situation. Ebuka asked KASSIA a question about the parrot thing, which was played too. That she said that Onyeka said she's using Wani and Handy because they have strong fan base and because of the whole Sean thing. Do you understand? So from what KASSIA was saying, what I understood there is that Onyeka has already explained that her plan is to be in everybody's business, and then she has already mentioned that Wani and Handy has strong fan base. So she will, in the whole thing, her perception is that she's trying to use these twins just to get what she wants, and she's claiming she's friends with Sean and she's friends with the twins. So she cannot leave one and stay without one. So, and that was the problem, because what I see here is that Onyeka is seeing herself like she's the most wanted. I'm sorry to say this, but that's how I perceived it. Like, she thought that every guy in the house is in her business, but that's not it. Maybe that's the game she was trying to play, but that's not what I'm perceiving. She made it look like she's desperate, and that's what people were saying in the house. So, to me, I don't see the need of you fighting Victoria. Victoria was not even talking about you. Do you understand? But Onyeka took Victoria too personal, especially because of Ozzy. When I said in my previous video that Onyeka really likes Ozzy, she likes the guy and she really wants to be with the guy. I don't want to say anything beyond this, but I have a lot to say, but that's what I feel. But Victoria was her obstacle, and it was paining her so bad because she felt like the attention from Ozzy is getting directly to Victoria, that he really likes Victoria more than herself. So she even said, when he asked, you thought the twins are going to fight Victoria? She was like, yes. She even told Big Brother, for what? Like, why are you fighting her? She didn't have any issues with that. It's okay to like somebody, and then I understand that when you like somebody and the person is not returning the energy, it kind of makes you feel bad as a lady. But then you can't really, how can you obtain by force what you know you can obtain by love? And if it's not working, you just let it go. It's never meant to be. That's what I feel in this situation. It's never meant to be. All this whole Victoria thing is just clearly showing that you're just jealous of, just like when he said, you're just jealous of her, but you're not seeing it that way because that's not what is playing on your head. You're fighting yourself inside you, but you don't really know. You need to see that the girl has no business with you, and the person in question, which is Ozzy, has a girlfriend outside. So why worry? Why stress yourself too much? Especially when you come out of the house and found out, or maybe she claimed she didn't know. But according to Wani, she knows. So what exactly are you playing? I don't know if you get my point, guys, but if you have another opinion, I also like to see another point of view. No insults, just understand. We just need to understand. I'm not perfect, but I want to know your own opinion. Do you get? Okay, so let's talk about the Mbadiwe twins and how some of the housemates perceive them, which is Fairme and Nelly too. Nelly was just everywhere this season in this reunion, but she was also complaining that the Mbadiwe is because of their name, people were scared of them, but they always like to control. They would just want to do the big brother thing and impose it on them, not using respect and all of that. But all I understand there is that these people did not just come to the house for competition, just like the one of the twins said. If they wanted to it to be a competition, they want people to be messing themselves up, but they are seeing themselves like they're the eldest in the house, and I think they're trying to portray their kind of person. And I didn't see much of a proud people there, even with the name they have. What I saw was people that were acting like big brothers because they were the oldest in the house, and then they were just trying to comport themselves. They don't want to, see people to perceive them like, oh, the name thing, they came from a very wealthy home that will make them feel so proud, and then they become scared of them because of those things. So they tried to make the housemates comfortable. But according to Handy, she was not having it. That the only place she has issue is that she's not scared of them, but when she was tipsy, they were trying to tell her to control how she drinks. And then Fairme was like, they don't know how to talk to people because they talk to people anyhow. So they may have that issues because we don't really see exactly all what is happening in the house. We just see the ones Big Brother shows. So I feel like maybe their case was not really that much of a thing to say. But all I see is that I did not see them showing off. Okay, they may be having issues because of the age thing with those housemates. Okay, they may be feeling a little bit insulted or offended in any slightest opportunity. That's what I saw. I don't know about you, but if you see anything beyond that, I would also like to see in the comment section. So if you watched this point, thank you so much. If you're new here, please kindly always come back. Let's be friends. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.